Welcome back to our breaking news coverage of the verdict in the Harvey Weinstein trial. With me on set, Juda Engelmayer, Harvey Weinstein's publicist and his friend.
Right. Thank you, Seema.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. I mean, given the circumstances, doing fine.
This was an absolute partial victory for the defense. However, with the caveat that Harvey Weinstein is a 67-year-old man.
Right.
And he is facing 5 to 25 years for the criminal sexual act in the first degree, and of course, consecutive time for the rape in the third degree, 1.5 to 4.
Right.
So
it's hard to call it a victory, even though we won 3 out of the 5 charges. Harvey's still convicted, and it's still something that we have to fight on appeal. It was disappointing to us, as you know, and we believe there are a lot of issues that came from the trial which are going to have to be worked out over on appeal in a higher court. But for now, we have to weigh what happened, research it a little bit, and wait a few days.
I know that you're dealing with a lot of issues right now. I'm happy to let you keep your phone right here, because if something comes in, you can let us know. You can keep the phone right here if you want. That's your special guest. You're allowed to keep your phone out.
Thank you.
What was Harvey? I know you sit right behind Harvey.
Right.
So what was his immediate reaction, if you know, when the first guilty count, that was count 2, was read out?
He was visibly shaken, upset, frightened, knowing fully well that just changed the course of his life for a little bit, until at least until
went in that back area before you go into the jail area, and remove the ankle bracelet. All of that process, do you know how he handled that emotionally?
Ira?
No.
He was happy to get his property back.
Ira's strong. He's been through this.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Harvey.
Harvey is visibly shaken by this. He's strong-willed, very strong-headed, so he's going to push himself through. But physically, it's taken a toll on him, this whole process. And when this happened, I think that, fear came over him. Not I think, I know.
But, okay, you said goodbye in the courtroom.
I said goodbye. I said goodbye as he was being escorted to a different room.
Which is the jail. That's to the jail.
The 16th floor, I believe.
Are you going to go visit him?
In
the Tombs?
He's not in the Tombs right now. He's been taken to the infirmary. He should be being taken to the infirmary at Rikers Island.
At Rikers Island.
We made the request to the judge saying because of his physical condition, his health condition, he needs to be either protective custody or in the infirmary, and I believe the judge even helped us by ordering it. The judge helped us finally by ordering that he gets put into the infirmary part of Rikers Island.
Well, he went to the jail next door.
He went to the jail first. He went upstairs to the 16th floor, which is a detention center.
That's right.
And then he was in the Tombs for a while, and then we were told that by this evening he would be at Rikers Island.
So do you know if he's left the Tombs yet?
I do know that he has left the Tombs, yes.
He has left the Tombs.
Yes.
And do you know where he's going?
I'm expecting to Rikers Island to the infirmary.
Okay.
Right.
And did you get to speak to him alone at all after the verdict came in?
After the verdict, just for about 2 minutes, no longer.
And what did he say?
He's proclaiming his innocence. He insists that obviously he commended the DA and said they clearly proved their case to the jury. And he's sad about it, but hopeful that we have a lot on appeal to work with.
What is the process now by reversing his bail conditions?
So we have to go to an appellate judge to talk about the bail, and the bail conditions, bail pending sentencing.
Now you have been speaking to an appellate lawyer over the weekend.
Me personally, no. The team has been, yes.
Which lawyer? Do you know the lawyer's name?
We are working with a whole team of lawyers, and some of them are people you know, and
who?
One of them asked me not to mention his name, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're not mentioning his name?
I was asked not to mention his name.
Okay,
so
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So the appeal's already been, you're working on it.
The appeal for the bond pending sentencing isn't currently in the works, right?
Okay, when does that get filed? And will this be filed?
I believe
tomorrow?
Either tonight or tomorrow morning.
Okay, and is it being filed as an emergency measure?
Yes.
To get him out right away?
Yes.
And is there any likelihood of success?
I'm hoping so. Listen, up until now, he hasn't fled anywhere. No one, the DA kept on saying he was a flight risk and all that. He is not a flight risk. He's not going anywhere. And Ira can go slap that thing back on him again if they want to.
Yeah.
So it's, he has health conditions and he has serious issues that are probably better taken care of outside of the prison. So we're hoping that works.
Let's talk about the charges.
Sure.
Obviously, after that note came down on Friday. Everybody was a little flummoxed as to what is this jury thinking. What did you think on Friday, and what did you think today when the verdict came in, or did you expect a verdict to come in so soon?
So we were anticipating soon. Based on that, we thought they had an answer on something. So whether it was today, tomorrow, we didn't know. But we were anticipating soon, like not going to March 6th like the judge originally thought. But what did surprise us were some of the verdicts. Yes. And ultimately we had thought we think that the prosecution did not prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, in our opinion, for Mimi and for Mimi Haley and for Jessica Mann. But in the end, even experts thought that Jessica Mann's testimony was a little flawed. But in the end, the jury, threw a verdict at him on that, which you have to think for a second that maybe they thought they were serving a public justice. They wanted to get Harvey Weinstein. They knew about him beforehand. They read about it for 2 years in advance before they went to the courtroom. This was their measure of justice.
Did you think, as most people did think, that Annabella Sciorra was the strongest witness for the prosecution, which is why this is hard to reconcile, this verdict?
Even Joan, when it was brought to us on Friday, and we were asked for a partial verdict, and we said we would accept the partial verdict. The prosecution said they wouldn't because they really were counting on Annabella. And we believe that was compelling. We thought, even ourselves, while we thought we impeached her well, it was still compelling testimony. In the end, the judge, the jury just didn't see it the way we did, and they saw Mimi and Jessica. And the problem I have there, and this goes to tell you how the verdict was a little skewed, was that if you believe already Jessica and you believe Miriam, how hard is it just to say, you know what, Annabella too, and just throw the predatory assault at him too?
No, I think...
And that's why the verdict makes no sense.
The verdict makes no sense. It could be, and I've just seen this practicing, is that when it makes no sense, it's just as Gloria Allred said, horse trading. It's like, you give me this, I'll give you this. You give me this, it's just
which
a compromise.
Tells you that's not justice. That's the jury saying.
I agree.
That's the jury saying we need to do something because he's a bad guy.
Yes, because they find some bad behavior, but it may not rise to the level of life in prison, certain criminality.
Right.
Okay, we have to take a break. You're going to check your phone and see if you can stick around.
Yes.
Okay, our breaking news coverage of the verdict in the Harvey Weinstein trial continues after this. Welcome back. Still with me on set, Juda Engelmayer, the publicist for Harvey Weinstein. So over the break, you were able to find out some more information about Harvey's condition.
So Harvey's now on his way to Rikers Island. He's being put in the infirmary unit, just like we had asked the judge, and the judge capitulated. He gave us that. So Harvey was being taken from the Tombs to the infirmary at Rikers.
And how was he taken? There was a little...
He was taken in an ambulance.
And why was he taken in an ambulance?
I can't answer that answer. I can't answer, but maybe that's part of the requirements for the infirmary unit.
Do you know if it was a corrections ambulance or was it?
It was the FDNY.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, but is there any reason to believe that he's?
I've been told everything's okay.
He's okay.
I've been told he is no worse off than he was before when he entered the courtroom this morning.
Okay. So that's and so at least you're getting the condition.
Right.
I'm sorry, the circumstance, the environment that's best for him.
Right.
Donna Rotuno, in her application today to the court, went in a lot of detail about Harvey's health.
Right.
A lot of issues that we did not know about.
Right.
Can you just talk about that a little bit?
So, I mean, I don't like talking about his medical conditions, but now that it was made public, he has the back issues. He takes a handful of medications for.
Donna said the back surgery didn't go well, or
do you see him? Now December 12th, or I forgot now. December 12th was.
I'm a lawyer, not a doctor.
Right. Okay. Exactly. So the surgery was 2 months ago, and he's still feeling pain. He still can't walk straight. He still has a difficult time, and that it's evident in the way he walks in the courtroom and the way he walks. He gets around by holding onto chairs as he was walking by. So that hasn't quite worked. On top of that, he has diabetes. He has heart issues. He has cholesterol issues, and he takes a handful of the medications, which I'm not going to talk about. But
okay, what about the injections in the eyes?
It's aging eyesight.
Is it glaucoma or something?
It's glaucoma related.
And that's why Donna Rotuno brought that up.
Well, because now why not put it all out? Originally he didn't want to. Harvey's a proud guy and doesn't want to talk about all the things that keep him down physically. And in order to keep him out of general population, we have to make sure that he's being taken care of.
Okay, but now you should know this, and I'm being really sincere here. Rikers Corrections, they have excellent medical care. I have had clients, I'm not making this up, I have had clients that have tried to revolve their sentencing or jail time around getting their medical treatment because it's better there than, let's say, on the streets. So these are
So that's why we when Donna brought it up, it was either or. Either let him go home and be under house arrest and take care of himself with his own doctors, or make sure he's in the.
But is he taking care of himself? I mean, you're saying you're naming a litany of problems that he's responsible. Diabetes,
you can do
cholesterol.
You can do all the best things you can, and your body still takes a toll on you. Life takes a toll, age takes a toll, whatever.
He's overweight.
He's been losing weight. He's lost a lot of weight since the whole process began.
Okay, all right. Well, he looks really unhealthy, and maybe that will change. And also, he has to have the stamina to withstand the next phase, which is Los Angeles.
And that's going to be tough.
Okay, so how is that going to happen? How is it going to roll out?
We don't have the details yet because I'm assuming that Los Angeles is going to wait at least until sentencing. Beginning of March or the second week of March to see what's going on with that.
I did get a statement from
from
Paul Thompson, who's handling the case.
Okay.
He's the line assistant handling the case, and he is saying we are proceeding on our charges in Los Angeles, but he can't tell me the timing yet.
Right. So we don't know what's going to happen. We believe that we're hoping and believe they're going to wait until sentencing and then and then take it from there.
But you don't want him sentenced here because then it's a conviction, and has greater weight if there's a Los Angeles case.
He's already convicted. As of today,
No, you don't want the conviction entered. Trust me, this is I've done this a million times. You basically put off sentencing because you're trying to work out a plea deal with Los Angeles.
So I don't know what the process is going to be, but we expect he's facing Los Angeles, whether his attorneys are negotiating it or whether he's going to be going there to face the charges. I don't know yet.
Have you gotten word, because we heard from outside the courthouse, Ambra Batalana Gutierrez, the 2015 accuser, she said that she's a witness in the LA case. Do you know anything about this?
I know now. I did not know that she was one of the witnesses in the case, no.
From what you know about the LA case, there are two accusers. Both occurred within one day apart, February 2013. One of the accusers is Lauren Young, who testified in this case as a Molyneux prior bad act witness. Do you know if there will be more than two accusers?
What we heard the same thing you heard. So I know the names of both accusers. I'm not going to mention either one of their names. One of them, is a witness in this case. One of them has not been mentioned, and we believe that's going to be found to be inapplicable also. In terms of who else is going to be testifying, how many Molyneux for Los Angeles they have, I don't know.
Now,
and Molyneux called something different there.
Yeah, we said prior bad act, but okay. So even though the verdict came in today, I imagine the next 24 hours are going to be very crucial in the case with the application to have him released at the appellate division.
Right.
So you're still.
I believe the application is going to go in. Things are happening, and you'll start hearing over the next few days more activity on both the bond before sentencing, the bond pending sentencing, and then also the actual appeal of the case, which might take longer.
Are you going to Rikers Island to visit him now?
Right this second, no. I have to wait a few days for that.
Okay, well, I hope you'll come on tomorrow to just give us an update on what's happening before we have to leave our New York City studios.
I'm going to be sad when you leave.
No one is going to be sadder than me. Okay, we got to take a break. Judah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And good luck to your
Thank
team.
You very much.
Our coverage of the verdict in the Harvey Weinstein trial continues after this.